Hello, friends and fellow subscribers. So, I know most of you are watching Jade's stream. Absolutely awesome. We're helping her kill those Coliseum levels. And of course, I love doing it. I love helping all my teammates. Which reminds me, we are actually in the process of filling up right now. So, if you want to get a spot in our epic party, please let me know as soon as possible. We only have 4 spots left. So things are getting pretty crazy over here. Now, we're going to cover some interesting stuff today, specifically some questions that I did have. A lot of you do ask me often about Coliseum. Honestly, I cannot show you my tips because I'm at a stupidly hard round of 112. Now, you can see that I did one turn the previous round, 109, and that's how I got all the way up to 112. I'm trying to beat 112 because that would put me in second place now. Good job to... Is this person legit? This person... Are you real? Are you real, person? Okay, this person's real. So, congrats to this person for getting this high. Definitely something to be proud of. Shout out to you, Dab, for getting that high. So, congratulations. Alright, so, I am 6th, and Zia is in front of me. Link is in front of me. Roltaire and Sin Y'all are all in front of me. So I'm hoping to beat 112 to get into second, and, you know, we'll cover that later on. But next month, I will do some tips for you guys on how to beat the Coliseum, because I know oftentimes that's kind of the questions that I get. Another often question that I get is, what Keyblades are in order? I've done this video a few times, but just to reiterate, you want to upgrade your Olympia first, upgrade your 3 Wishes second, upgrade your Lady Luck third, and then upgrade your Treasure Trove fourth. So, that is my suggestions. Now, again, what are we going to cover today? We're going to cover some things. Now, I'm going to shut off my line notifications. I'll be right back. Honestly, they only really talk when I'm making videos. I swear it to be true. Like they plan it. Alright, so first, before I jump into anything that a lot of people have asked me about, we are going to do one quick pull here. Now, I still haven't pulled any epics. Not one. Not Axel, not Xeon, not one. Not even Roxas. And again, it looks like another crappy pull. We got Zoldan again, who I already have really high guilt. I needed her to guilt. And look at this garbage. I mean, unless you love Pence, which, yeah, shout out to you if you like Pence, because I just got 2 of them. Yeah, garbage. Anyways, I know I say garbage on a lot of my polls, but I've been getting really, really shitty polls lately. So, there you go. Alright, so today we are going to go over how to farm. Now, I get this question a lot because a lot of people say, how do you gain so much luck so quickly? And the answer basically comes down to me having skip tickets and me living to raid. So, we're going to do a quick video here today. Now, we are going to skip level 57 twice and level 10 once, and then level 151. Now that's going to give us our Omega, and that's pretty much what we do for this. Now, I don't really want to summon one because that would, you know, give me something to actually do and make my whole video on, which, you know, I don't really want to waste my time making a video on that. So there's that. So basically, oh, here we go. We'll kill this for once, since I tend to neglect him pretty thoroughly. We're gonna go in with 4 gauges because why not? Yellow. Let's make this happen. All right, let's see. Who do we want to bring? Look at all these friend medals. They're ridiculous. Okay, so we got a 50% gilded Leon, a Xeon 77, maxed out Black Coat Riku, almost a blacked out Musketeer Donald, almost a maxed out Melucia, maxed out 3D Riku. Look at this, just ridiculous. 94%, 87%, 108%. for Ruby here. We also got CQI at 100 for Shadow. Just stupid. All the way down the board. Look at that. Squall's got 130 for his Illustrated Cloud. Beth 130 for her. Just stupid. Just stupid. I guess that's why people love being here, because we have stupidly gilded medals. Let's see what I'm sharing real quick before I kill that raid armor. Right now, I'm sharing my Sora and Pales, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I should probably be sharing this guy right here. Alright, sorry. I just got a brownie cookie. If you've never had them before, absolutely should have one. It's a brownie inside a cookie. Stupid. Stupidly awesome. Stupid. Super cool. Alright. So, we're going to jump in and kill this thing right now. And we are going to use that 130 Gilded Illustrated Cloud because it's stupidly overpowered. And then we will cover some cool things. Alright. First things first, we're going to always use Pooh every single time that we have him. So we're gonna throw that out there. And now we're just going to drop all the limbs in one shot with Mickey. That's going to happen. There you go. And now we're just going to tap away because everything's going to die. Because this is only level 17. And it's stupidly weak. So, how's that? So, one of my subscribers did tell me if you just actually hold down on the screen, it will continually attack. So if you get into this situation like me and you don't feel like tapping a million times because you're tired of tapping, you can actually just hold down and it will auto attack for you. Good tip. So thank you. Shout out to you for mentioning it. Definitely do appreciate that. All right. So what do we really want to do today? We wanted to talk about chemistry on the Keyblade. I've gotten a lot of different questions about this. Why do you choose the rotations that you choose? What do you do? What goes into it? So on and so forth. I know what skills I have to use now. I know what I got to do basically, but how do you choose what? So we're going to do a quick tutorial on that. For my red blade, I just have my two best boosters. Pooh, Sora, Donald, Goofy. Occasionally I will run a different setup. Let me get it here for you. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Okay, so this would be what I would normally run. Right here. Let me see. Where is he? 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 Right here. So I normally would run this. This would normally be my setup for this, so that we had two AoE hitters with a booster and two single target killers that also are going to benefit from that boost. So why is this our primary setup? Because this is set up to nuke people and kill people in one turn. So right now you'll see the two AoE hitters absolutely ridiculously strong. You see Cerberus here, and you see Mickey here. Just stupidly strong, meant to kill people. And then these two single target right here are set up to just annihilate anything that's left over. So you want to start out AoE because you don't know who's going to be left over. So that's why you want to put your single targets last if you can help it. I'll show you an example where that's not going to work, but for this particular key, this setup works nicely. If you have a Diz or somebody here, that would work. Then you want to put your two AoE hitters first. Using simpler metals, we might put Riku, for example, where Cerberus is, and Black Coat Riku where Zaldin is. But that's going to be my setup for there. Green. Whole different setup here, and it's because they're going to play into each other. So first, Kyrie, 2 boost, green, she's got to go first. Absolutely every time. We may even run a Pooh on this key as well and move Kyrie second. That would just be stupidly overpowered, but something you could definitely consider. Now, Marluxia is going to be first of these because we didn't want to Actually, we could do something like this. Nah, that metal has to be flipped up. So that's why I did that. Okay. So, in order to maximize my setup here, we need flipped up metals. So we use Marluxia here at 1.7. Single target killer. You want to aim ideally for the strongest person. AoE, AoE, AoE will kill everything else. So Sephiroth has to be last because of the way his skill works, where it inflicts more damage the more specials attacks used in succession. So you're going to want to run everyone there. Ideally, this isn't a good setup for your flipped metals because the only good flip spot is that last one. So you're kind of bummed in the way that the high multiplier works on Lady Luck. Kind of crappy because you would definitely want to put a high hitter on top there, but it's just not plausible. Okay. Here is where the key building gets a little more complicated, strategic even, and this is strictly going to be based on manipulating the multipliers. So, in this specific example, you're always going to want to put your booster first. That's obvious. You want everyone to benefit from it. So Pooh is going to go first, regardless. Now, Sword Down with Goofy, not only is he a really good boost metal, but I have him super jacked up, super strong. So he gets that 2.1 and hits like a truck. So that's why I have him second. If, for example, he was ungilted and I had, say, another Sora Impales or even a Riku or my final form Sora that hit harder than him, I may switch these two around, for example. But that's because this boost of 2.1 to 1.4 makes such a big difference that you're going to want a high hitter on that first slot, even if it means moving a boost. So that's that. Now, the difference between how hard Sora down the Goofy hits and how much my Sora Impales hits is not that much, but having him boost after him definitely makes a big difference. Now, on your blue key, you're always going to want a dark metal second, or last, rather. You're always going to want a dark metal last, and that's because you get now that 2.1 boost as opposed to the 1.6. So if you have a Zexion, a Hades, a Luxord, or a Vexen even, or somebody like Dimix, this guy, Diminix, he's going to be a really killer shot for 1 gauge. So definitely somebody that you can run. If you have him guilted, definitely do that. Now, this is my Olympia key. I don't normally use it for missions because it is a little all over the place, so I don't normally use it for that. But what I would do if I was to use it for, say, a story quest, is to kind of focus on the bright spots of it. So let me take this all off. Okay, so Sephiroth is obviously going to go last for the reasons we previously had, and the same reason he was last time. Mickey is going to go second. He's AoE, and you're going to see just beastly multiplier, 2.5. Now, ideally, we're going to want to use a dark red metal in that first slot, and that's where he comes in. You could also run somebody like him, or a Cerberus, or even if you have less strong metals in AoE like Pete. That's going to kind of be why you're going to want to run that setup. Now, we would always run a boost first. I have Pooh, so I would use them. If you have to use VV, Ariath, one of the others, definitely run that as well. Now, I do have a slot here, and it would be for a green person, but if I was truly running him for quest reasons, it would depend on what the quest was. I would either go a single target like Marluxia, or we would go, AoE with somebody similar to, like Exalted. That might be something, or Zigbar, sorry. That might be something that we might run for a general quest or something that we needed some assistance on. Now, this would be my kind of setup to run through that quest, and, this would be primarily a blue-green level, for example. Now, we're going to clear this because I also use this almost exclusively for Coliseum. So there are two strategies in Coliseum. Those two strategies are nuke and survive. So first, nuke strategy. What goes into a nuke strategy? Basically, you're just plucking out your best metals and going all out. So we're going to use Pooh, Sephiroth, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Mickey, and Zigbar. This is going to be my nuke every single time. Because these guys are going to hit every element, and he's going to clean up the rest. And these guys are my best boost battles, so that's just going to be my nuke, which is very similar to what I had the first time. Now, surviving is a totally different strategy, and you can literally use whatever metals you want. But this first slot here is either going to be Pooh or Minnie, except on a level where they can put you to sleep or paralyze you. If they can put you to sleep or paralyze you, Minnie or Pooh is going second. Okay? Minnie, Pooh, second, or first or third. Next, you're going to, if you have Black Coat Mickey, always, no debate, always run him fourth. If you have him, always fourth. If you have to sub him for Zigbar, do that, but Zigbar is going to go spot 5, or, depending on the level, spot 3 even. But we might even not want to run that if Zigbar is your primary killer. You're going to probably want to run Lady Luck for that, but a whole different story. Okay, now, so we established we're on a non-paralyzed level, so we are going to run this like that. Now, what goes into your second slot? Now, this could be an arbitrary person. Please go back and watch the Skills That Thrills video too, and I'll explain how I elected to pick these people. But Zach is going to go second with his Paralyze, simply because he has Paralyze, not for any other reason. Heg is going to go last, simply because of her sleep, no other reason. We also make this diverse so that we can have one of each element. And what do I need? I need another Paralyze, which I would run her. Or we're on a level where we need Poison, and then we're going to run her. So you're always going to want a 5-star. If you don't feel like burning your Sid medals, a 5-star, and the rest 6-star with this type of setup. So again, it is your healer, whether it be Pooh, whether it be Jiminy Cricket, whether it be Daisy, or whether it be Minnie, and they're gonna go right here on first slot, and you're gonna want Defense Boost 2 or Second Chance. You can go back and watch the video for advice on that. And then after that, you're gonna want to run Paralyze or Poison, and those are interchangeable. See, you could run this, but that just makes sense because Stack is my Paralyze, so that's why he's second. If you run 2 Paralyze, you could run them whatever one benefits more, so on and so forth. It doesn't really make a difference. But you want those on spot 2 and 3, or if 2 Paralyze, again 2, 3, 2 Poison, 2, 3, so on. You are always going to want sleep on this last spot. The only time you do not want sleep on this last spot is if you're nuking it and you can one-turn it. If you cannot one-turn it, run sleep. It's one of the best skills. And then obviously your AoE hitter, whether it be Mickey, Zigbar, whoever you're running for your nuke. If you're running an individual colored nuke, say you don't have either one of those, so you're looking at somebody like Riku for red, you're putting him there. If you're looking for, like a Pete red, you're putting him there. If you're looking for an Oron or a Leon even, or this free Yuffie, put them there and there to nuke the level. But that's going to be pretty much my setups for my keys. I don't almost ever run this key. The only reason I even leveled it up is so I could get the Adamite, because I couldn't have beat it without it, because I didn't have my last slot here, which made it impossible, but I digress. Now, that's my Keyblade setup, and that's everything that I'm going to cover today. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying Jade's stream. Hopefully you guys keep watching. Please subscribe for more useful information. And if you have any questions, please post them below. Have a wonderful evening.